let's talk about three. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it to three because I don't have much time in the car. Three barriers, three stumbling blocks that might be quietly sabotaging your success. And I say quietly because these are things that we just probably just not even think of anymore. We just are on automatic mode and we don't really think that they could be harming us when in reality they are. And I kind of started thinking about this because of some of the comments that I have been getting. Some of you even some of you even found my email and started emailing me questions, which is cool. It's cool. I don't, it's not a big deal. It's not a big heavy lift, but um, I do read all the comments. I do read every single last comment, and I reply. I may not reply as fast because you see what I'm doing, but I will reply to you because I take it seriously. Like if you're asking a question and I want you to be successful. So if there's anything I can do to add to that success or help you along the way or get you to skip a few steps without having to go through the same struggle or the same problems I went through, then by all means, I will do so. But I got all of this from your comments. And so I started thinking about the three things that there are many more. Let me just be honest. There are many, many more. But I said, let me just break it down to three so it's digestible. And so I'm thinking about three things that quietly sabotage your success or your progress or um, whatever is keeping you on track. So let me just talk about the first one. The first one is negative self-talk. We do this so naturally that we don't realize how it can creep over into little things like, your health and wellness. So, and I would say this to be like, for me, is I always have to translate into words that make sense and make sense to my upbringing. Even though I do have an education, I do like to talk regular. So it's when you dumb down things, dumb down yourself, or you make it seem like it was no big of a deal. And some of you may call, well, I'm just being humble. I say you humbly are humbling yourself out of being successful in your health and wellness journey. That's what you're doing. So I would say something as simple as someone gives you a compliment and say, "Ooh, I like the way you put that whole outfit together." You immediately go, um, that was nothing. I got this from the dollar store. I got this from on sale on the clearance rack. And I don't think that you're trying to show us that you're thrifty or that you have a side business where you find good deals on stuff and you are trying to get new clients to buy stuff for. I don't think it's that. It's this thing that we can't just accept and be and know that we just were fabulous in putting together that outfit. You follow me with that? Like it's almost like you're not allowed to be fabulous or to be fly or to know something or to have a good idea or to put together a good outfit or to receive and accept a compliment. So that little kind of self negative talk, like you really just told yourself that it's impossible for you to receive this compliment that you actually put together a good outfit without having to find a way to dumb it down to make it sound more pleasing to the person um, that is talking to you. And they ain't even asked for all of that. They just simply said, "Oh, I like your outfit. I like the way you put that together. You're very fashionable." In that person's mind, you're very fashionable. So why can't you just accept that? And see, being able to accept that starts to tell yourself that you are fashionable. You you are this, you are that, you are capable of doing something. And I think this is so important. This is so important. And I learned this over time. Even though I was raised, be a strong, strong woman, I was raised, You don't need no man to do bad. You can do bad all by yourself. I was raised to be powerful and strong. There are still also things that I learned by watching and listening and seeing that probably did not align correctly with the lesson of being strong and powerful, but more of, second guessing yourself or doubting yourself or putting yourself down or telling yourself that you can't do something. So over time, I've learned, and so my ears have become very sensitive to listening to negative self-talk, and I don't accept it. I don't accept it. You can't be next to me negative self-talking because I just cannot. I cannot be around negative self-talk. I just cannot listen to you talk negatively about yourself and sit next to you and just accept it. I cannot. So I try to teach people to, can you rephrase that a little bit more? And it's okay. Like you would say, wow, I never thought of myself as being fashionable, but thank you. I receive it. See, that's the difference. Not, oh, girl, no, this old thing, child, I got this out the thrift store. I got this over for the dollar store. I got this at Goodwill. So why can't you be fashionable? Okay, so things like that we start to do, and it sabotages us. It sabotages, it tells us that we can't do or we can't be. Girl, because I suffer from this sometimes. I have to remind myself or smack myself or do something to myself to make myself remember that that's not how we do. So somebody said, girl, you looking good. You all slim and trim. I'll quickly go and like, no, girl, look at this thigh. Look at this thigh meat. Look at it. Look at the skin over here. Look at this. I don't know why. I don't have no idea why I immediately go to that, but I have to catch myself and be like, nah, girl, you are looking good. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. There's nothing wrong with accepting the good of you. Because you know what? We're so quick to accept the bad of us. What we can't do, what we not do, what we didn't finish, what we didn't accomplish. Girl, I tried that 20 times. It ain't work. Oh, that's not for me. I tried it. Like we're so quick to accept the negative of us and so slow to accept the positive of us. That's why I call it something that's sabotaging and quietly stealing your joy. So we're going to stop doing that. We're going to stop doing that. You just have to catch yourself when you do it. You have to listen to when other people do it because it makes you more sensitive when you do it. So that's one. Number two, and I'm going to try to get through this really, really quickly because I don't have a really long drive, but I know already. But number two is not setting up your environment properly. Now, yeah, right. I am a go hard or go home kind of person. I would say, well, despite what's all around you, you should be able to handle it. I will say that to myself. I will say it to other people. I will say it. I'm gonna be honest. But if I go back to the beginning of the real journey, because like I said, you already know, I done this a lot. When I really got it together, one of the things I had to do was clean house. And I had to clean house because I knew myself at the time. I knew myself. If that thing is available, we're going to be fighting. We're going to be wrestling. And while I had made this commitment to God that I was going to do it and I'm not turning back, I still had to be honest with who I am, who I was, who she is, because she is still she. You understand? She's still she. So you have to set yourself up so that you have the most amount of success. Because anytime you're starting something new, what helps you are small wins. And let me explain that. So small wins. Well, I made it. I fasted. So when I do my fast, and I don't care how many fasts I've done or how many long fasts I've done, Those first 3 days are a beast. You hear me? The first 3 days are a beast. Like a growling grizzly bear type beast. The first 3 days. Now, mind you, I only eat 1 meal a day. So you would think that I'll be okay with that. But it's something about the mind and the body and the soul psychology around it. But those first 3 days are a beast. So I have to find wins within those first 3 days, because I know after the third day, I know this intellectually, but after the third day, I know I'm going to be good. So the first day I say, good, I made it to my dinner eating time, because I eat 1 meal a day. I made it here. This is good. We're going to get past this. We go to bed. We wake up. I made 24 hours. That's good. These are small wins that I'm telling myself, because I'm teaching myself that I can do it. And I'm teaching myself, here is proof that I can do it. These are things you must do. You may think it's crazy or ridiculous or not needed. No, it's very much needed. It's very much needed. We need to be trained, and we need to train ourselves. Ourselves has to hear us teach us. I know that just sounded really, really like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right there, but you got to listen. Come with me. Come with me. Ourselves, our brain, our ears, our inner being has to hear ourselves talk to us in a powerful way, in an encouraging, empowering way. Ourselves have to hear us talk to us, because it's more helpful that way. Because you're not, what you want to do at the end of this thing, and there's no end, so just go with me. At the end of this, what you want to be able to do is to be able to encourage your own self, to pull your own self through. Yes, it's good that, I'm talking to you now, and it's good that you could go to my channel, that you could go to anybody else's channel and watch them or listen to them encourage you. But what's more powerful is when your inner voice, your inner self, your inner being, at another time I'll talk to you that inner being is actually the God in you, God talking through you. But anyway, I won't go too deep on that. But anyway, that inner being who you were created, that inner voice that was created within you at the time of your creation, can encourage you and spur you on to continue to do the good things that you need to do. Because when all else fails around you, it is that inner being. It is that inner voice. It is the inner you that pushes you through this, that gets you to the next win, that gets you to the next day, that gets you to the next, gets you through the next challenge. It's your inner self. So, in order for your inner self to be stronger than your outer self, because this is a mind-body connection and it's mind over matter, to get you to be stronger than your outer self, because the flesh is weak. The body is weak. But your mind is so strong and so powerful, it can get your body in check. So you want to be able to set yourself up so that you get these small wins. That's why we can't negative self-talk, because negative self-talk is teaching the mind that we don't do that. We can't do that. And believe it or not, you listen to that inner voice more than you know. It will psych you out or psych you up. And what you want to be done is psyching up. So you need to constantly refrain from self-talk, but also you need to set up an environment so that you get small wins. And small wins collectively become big wins. I hope you catching what I'm putting, what I'm throwing out at you. I hope you're catching it straight to the chest. Check. So now you are setting up your environment for success. What's in your cupboard right now? What's in your cabinet? What's in your pantry? What's in wherever you keep your food? What's in your car? Because a lot of y'all got Costco bags of snacks in the trunk of your car. I seen it. A lot of y'all have secret snacks that you got hidden around your house. I was going to tell my sister's story, but I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. But a lot of y'all got secret snacks hidden around your house. You need to, in an emergency, like break glass in case of emergency type stuff. There's cabinet that you hide from your kids, cabinet that you hide from your husband. Like wherever the secret stash is, it got to go. It got to go. You can't keep it. You can't keep it. You have to make sure that you set up an environment for success. So if you're getting healthy and you're the mama or the daddy, I tend to talk to the females a lot because I'm a girl and I like to talk to girls. So if you're the female in the house or you're the head of the household, everybody need to get rid of the snacks. That's the attitude you got to take. See, when I started my journey, my husband, he was like, nah, son, that's good for you. But me and mines, we're going to be over here. And that was good. But you ain't going to have it in this house. You have to go outside. You have to go outside and get your stuff. And he did. And that was okay because he was where he was and I was where I needed to be. But I had to set up the household for success. In this kingdom of mine, I had to set it up for success. So you need to do the same thing. And don't let me get to the snack drawer at the office. Don't let me get in on that because I know how that operates. And the secret stash drawer or the secretary receptionist that got all the snacks behind the lock and key, but will open up for you anytime. I'm talking about all of that. You have to realize where all your problems are. Somebody was talking to me in the comments and they was like, man, I be in the car all day long. So the snacking is where my problem is. And I understand. I'm in the car right now. I'm in the car. All these videos lately have been in the car because I need to be in the car more for, different clients I need to go see. But make sure you have healthy snacks in the car then. Set yourself up for success. The behavior of snacking while you drive is still there. Then make that behavior more acceptable to the journey that you're on. Make snacking more acceptable to the journey that you're on. Don't have a whole bunch of, bonbons and whatever else you've been snacking on. And you're not going to like this. You're not going to like what I'm saying. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking what I'm saying. And I didn't like it when I did it back then. But you're going to have to get your celery sticks and get your apples, your low glycemic snacks. You're going to have to get that and you have to start it. You have to train yourself that this is the acceptable way to snack. And if I sound like I'm yelling at you, I am. Because we can't use this as an excuse. We can't say, well, it's because I'm doing this, I have to do this. Set up your environment for success. Set yourself up for success. Stop making your environment set you up. Stop putting things in your view that you already know is going to be a problem. And each one of us knows what our problem is. Don't act like we don't know what our problem is. Each one of us knows where our secret stash and where all our behaviors are happening at. And see, I'm into a field where we focus a lot on behavior modification, behavior management, positive behavior supports. I'm going to need you to positively support good behavior for yourself. For yourself. And if you need to, treat yourself like a toddler in a house that's just started walking and lock up everything, then do it. Do it. Lock it up. I don't care what you got. You cannot win if you set yourself up for failure. And I'm in the season of winning. Small wins lead to big wins, lead to long-term wins, lead to long-term success, lead to us living our best lives. So if we want to get there, then that means that we have to set up an environment that is conducive to that outcome. We are in control. We are in more control than we think we are. The world gonna be worlding. And right now, the world is worlding. You heard? The world is worlding. It's outside is different. However, we still have control over our own selves. We still have that control. And we can decide how we want to engage with our environment by setting it up correctly. Okay? Oh, but PMB, I would be on the road 12, 16 hours of the day, and the only thing that is on my road, on my pathway is fast food. Okay, setting up your environment. So this is setting up your mindset. So these are not fasting days. You need to eat. Every single fast food joint has a healthy option. Stop making the excuse, which is about to lead me into your third thing that's causing you not to have success. But every single fast food joint has a healthy option. You can order. Now, I hardly ever go to these places, so I'm struggling on like the names of things, but think about it. I think it's the one that has the girl on the front with the pigtails. Nobody's getting, no, I'm not name dropping nobody here. So it has a girl in the pigtails. You can order a burger if you're a meat eater on lettuce and no bread. You could take that and chop it up, and now and then add it with a salad, and now you're eating a salad, cheeseburger salad. Yeah, that sounds about right. You could order anything without the bread. And you know what? If they give you a hard time about the bread, just take it off. It was made from processed GMO stuff anyway. So, take it off. Take it off, feed a bird. So, these are the things that we can do, is set up our environment. So we know ahead of time, if I have to stop at this fast food restaurant, then this is what I'm going to order. And I won't be ordering. And practice ordering that. Can I get a hamburger, no bread, with lettuce and side Caesar salad, no croutons? You said no bread? Yep, I said no bread. Can I get a cheeseburger with no bread, not on the bun? On the lettuce, you could put lettuce in it. Put lettuce on top and bottom. Put the lettuce on top and bottom, and a Caesar salad with no croutons. Thank you. Okay, drive around. You got to practice like that, because you have to teach yourself to make it sound normal. It is normal. But you have been learning just to go, can I get a number 5 and a number 6 and take it as it is? And just because you got the fries, now you got to eat the fries. I'm telling you, don't do that. Set yourself up differently. Practice ordering differently. When you ask me, PMB, how you get through these this is what I do. This is what I do. There's not you have to coach yourself, and I'm coaching you right now. I'm coaching you to you. I'm coaching you to be better to you. And I'm actually reminding myself by hearing myself speak like this. I'm reminding myself of things I need to do. Because this is a forever journey. Forever journey. So I need you to understand that it's not about what document I can send you or what menu I can produce for you or whatever. It's about you learning how to exist in the current environment and current world that we're in by training yourself to get through it. Now I'm getting preachy on you. But anyway, that was, that you just have to train yourself to talk differently and approach your world differently and set up the world that you can control, your environment that you are responsible for, to set it up differently for success. Set it up differently for success. And with that kind of mindset, that starts to change the struggle. Not to say that you ain't gonna have no struggle. There's always gonna be struggle because this is called living. This is what being is about. We're human beings, so we're being in a living world trying to survive. This is what we need to learn to do. Unlearn the old way because that didn't work, and now learn a new way that sets you up to be powerful in engaging your environment and getting through this thing. And then the third and final thing, because we're going to get through this, because I think I'm getting close to my destination, that we're going to do, that is quietly sabotaging us, is talking us out of something before we get started. This is probably like my biggest pet peeve. Wait, it might be, it's aligned with number 1, negative self-talk, and number 3 is talking yourself out of something before you even get started. We ain't even left the house and you're already talking about what's going to happen. Are you a prophet? Like, who gave you the power to see into the future? You do not even know what is about to happen, and you're already telling me what's about to happen. We didn't even get started. We haven't even tried, and you're already talking yourself out of it. For example, and this happened in conversations I'm having with people who know about my journey. And then I'll say, well, how did you do it? And that's a long story. That's not something I can just tell you how I did it. You know what I mean? Because it took a lot to get me to that point. It's not like all the stuff I've took you like 20, 30 minutes already. This is just me summarizing what we need to do. And then people already talking about, how do you do it? Okay, that's not easy. I got a whole channel based on how I did it. But my point remains is that you talk yourself out. So some people I started off with a raw reset. I started eating raw food only for 90 days. And before I could get past that, it's not even a period at the end of that sentence. I like in a comma mode. They are like, oh no, I can't eat that. They start naming all their diagnoses that they have. First of all, you haven't even thought it through. You ain't asked your doctor. You ain't talk about it. You ain't even try to figure out, well, how could I can't do that, babe. Then some people automatically like, I can't have a whole bunch of fruit because I'm diabetic. Well, guess what? I was diabetic too. But you know what? The difference is that I am saying that you need to do is figure out what part of this could work for you and modify it so it works for you. That's better than eating a bucket of butter pecan ice cream. Eating three Granny Smith apples is better than having a bucket of butter pecan ice cream, which is what I would have done, right? So if I say to myself, oh, I can't eat all that fruit because I'm diabetic, I literally just watch you wolf down a Dr. Pepper, which is has more more sugar grams in it than the apple. I literally just watch you wolf down on your diabetic self a whole Dr. Pepper. Or I just literally watch you eat birthday cake or chocolate cake or something. I literally just watch you do that. And you're already telling me what you can't do and not even giving yourself time to evaluate what you could do. And this is a problem for us as human beings. It's something that we were taught and we've learned so that we never can get past a certain area. And I'm not going to get into the whole, I'm not going to get on my sociology soapbox right now. But a lot of businesses make money on that frame of thought that we carry. A lot of businesses make a lot of money on the very thought that we can't do it. And this is positive or negative, it doesn't matter. But on that thought process that I would never be able to do this, so I need you to create something that I can then buy from you or take orally or so-and-so to get past this, instead of looking at what things you could do, what behaviors you can stop doing that will get you to that same result at the end of the time. Because we need to learn how to do it on our own as much as possible. Now, I'm not saying that if someone who has a medical condition requires a certain medication in order to sustain life. This is not what we're talking about, and don't even go there with me. You'll be blocked. This is about thinking that you can't do something, or you haven't evaluated what things you could do. So you immediately look for an outside source that gives you immediate results where you have never learned how to do it without that thing. And the minute that thing is not there, you're back to square one. And I know this journey. I know that part because I've done it a lot of times. Lose 30, gain 60. Lose 40, take this, do this, eat all the cabbage, eat the seeds, eat this, it doesn't work. Over time, it doesn't work. It works for a moment in time, but not over time. And we're not trying to do something for a little bit of time. We're trying to do it for the long time. So you're going to find that people may take pills or they may be taking a shot, whatever shot, I don't care. And the minute that shot becomes unavailable, like, remember what I said, the world is worlding right now, right? So maybe those supplies may not be available. Maybe the demand for it grows, but we're not able to get it. Maybe I have no idea what the maybe, but my whole goal in life is to try to sustain my body as much as I possibly can, on my own accord as much as I possibly can, so that I'm not subject to those kinds of things happening. This is me doing number 2. controlling and setting my environment up for success. And I don't want my environment to have a whole bunch of medications on a cabinet counter. I don't want to open up my cupboard and see a whole bunch of medication. Vitamins, okay. But a whole bunch of medication, I don't want that, because that, if I don't have to, I would like to, if I needed something, then it would be really because of a need, not because something I'm doing to myself, not because something that I refuse to try to figure out a solution that I've probably heard about already. Maybe most of the stuff I'm telling you, you've already heard it already. You just need to hear it again. My grandmother used to say repetition is the mother of skill. So we as human beings have to hear everything 1,000 times before we go, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You done heard it 999 times, but we on that 1,000th time we go, oh yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like a good idea, like it's the first time we heard it. So I want to be able to, to talk to you about this, because I want to be able to share with you some things, some insights that I get every time you ask me a comment. Every time you ask me that comment, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good thing. Oh yeah, I never thought about that. You know what? That is true. Oh, that's what I did. Because again, I lived it. So I didn't really focus on what I was doing. I was trying to survive, child. I was trying to survive. I was trying to just be alive. I was just trying to be alive. Another person wrote, and I'm going to close out. I'm going to get you out of here real soon, sounding like a pastor. Another person wrote, well, we're not, everybody can't be around forever. No, for sure. I could tell you one thing for sure. We all got to leave this earth. Our bodies may still, our remnants may still be on this earth, but we all got to leave one day. I'm not trying to be immortal. This video will be immortal. The things we do in life, how we affect people, how changes we make, positive and negative things that we do in this world are immortal. But I'm not trying to, say I'm going to be alive to 200. Nobody's trying to do that. However, in the time that we are here, I want to live my best life. And I want to live my best life with my husband and with my family and my friends and my circles of support. I want to be a good partner. I want to be a good friend. I want to put as least amount of stress on any relationship or situation that I have as much as possible. And when we don't take care of ourselves, we're actually putting some additional strain, because it's very rare that we just go, oh, that's it, and then just leave the earth. That's rare. Most of the time, it's long, prolonged sicknesses and things and illnesses that happen along the way. I want us to be able to not have such traumatic, times doing that as much as possible. Again, I can't, I only pray that for our health and our wellness. And I pray that my words encourage you towards your own journey of being healthy and well, and that you are living out the best possible life you could possibly live in the circumstances and situations, regardless of what's happening on the outside, that in here, that we feel healthy and free, that we have that peace in knowing that we do and have done everything to make us fit for the life that we want to live or have been chosen to live. So, or the job that we need to do, or whatever purpose we have on this earth, to be ready to receive all that God, the Creator, has prepared for you. And I don't want us to mark ourselves out of any of that. So Anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's how I believe. That's how I think. That's my words, my ideas, my thought on the matter, my extra comments to your comments, and just wanting to see us all, do good things. And this is me trying to encourage you towards love and good deeds. So anyway, with that said, I'm about to get out of here. I got to go and see somebody. And till next time. Peace. I hope this is the right house.